The next 10 days were spent in an attritional struggle for Boulogne Wood. During this time, on the 27th of November, Russia signed an armistice with Germany. The Bolsheviks had seized control, using weapons given to them by the provisional government after the Kornilov affair, and now Lenin was the new leader of Russia, and he had promised peace, and so Germany signs the armistice. The peace was to be a brutal punishment of Russia by Germany, and showed the world why it was so important not to let Germany win the First World War. On the 30th of November, the Germans counterattacked at Cambrai. The British defended stubbornly, with one group of British machine guns firing over 70,000 rounds. But it's clear that there was a crisis. British cavalry were vital in seizing a series of sunken roads around Gouzeaucourt to allow them to halt the advance of the German units. The cavalry were now being used as a fire brigade, in effect, rushing from crisis to crisis, seizing important defendable bits of ground, and then allowing them to set up machine guns and rapid rifle fire to bleed advancing German units. On the 1st to the 2nd of December, a British infantry force failed to retake Villiers-Gustav village, so cavalry are sent in on horseback in the hope that speed alone would suffice. Already the British infantry had failed to take this village. Now the cavalry are going to be told to do a mounted charge at the village. The 6th Inniskillen Dragoons and Gardner's Horse from India have specially trained horses to allow them to leap barbed wire pickets. Horses can't see barbed wire, it's too small, but they can see the posts. And so the cavalry had trained their horses to ride straight at the post and then vault the posts because they could see that. The Germans expect to slaughter the charging cavalry, but to their surprise, the cavalry do vault the pickets of the barbed wire, and the Germans are then fleeing before the charging horse. In the words of one British officer, he said he saw German infantry running away, being pursued by whooping Sikhs who were riding them down, while the dragoons dismount to hold the position against German counterattacks. On the 7th of December, at the end of the Battle of Cambrai, the British were forced back pretty much to where they'd started. They had lost all this ground that they had gained. The battle itself really achieved little, although both sides lost around 40,000 casualties. The Germans had also launched some more counterattacks towards Passchendaele in an effort to retake the ridge, but the attacks along the renewal of the Battle of Passchendaele was a bloody failure for the German army. Cambrai, however, did show that both the British and the Germans had learnt how to break a trench line. With different methods, both now could go through trench lines. The British using tanks and careful artillery barrages, the Germans with their elite stormtrooper divisions. Russia had surrendered. Italy has been beaten. But crucially, France had survived, and the British had gone from a badly trained army of volunteers to now Germany's main opponent in the field, capable of meeting and beating the professional German army in the field. The trenches had been overcome, but the cost had been high. 1918 would be the year to test the British and German armies to one of theirs ultimate destruction.